Hey, hello. Good morning. Tuesday, May 27th. We're gonna do some visual demonstrations today because the most important thing about anything that we start in life is that we believe in why we're starting it. Not the thing we're doing, not the work involved, but why we got started. We got started to financially provide. We got started to build a bigger dream. We got started to bring more income to our husbands. It's gonna be different for all of us, but we have to believe that we can provide the thing. Okay, so I've been doing my own homework on masculine energy versus feminine energy. So we're gonna incorporate that because most of us are, or not, but we're either mothers or we could be our own provider. And that's stepping into a masculine role. And in business, there are a lot of books written by men. And so the goal setting and the steps to do it and all of the doing, that is a masculine energy. We are all a yin and we're all yang. So we all have masculine energy and we all have feminine energy. And depending on what we lead with, right, is going to create what we're creating in the future. So it's good to have that awareness because a masculine energy talking to a feminine energy isn't going to necessarily have the right result. So it's good to know where we're coming from and also identify who we're speaking to. Now, there's 4 in total. We're just going to talk with yin and yang because this is about us and you as an individual. When am I leading with this masculine energy? Now, masculine energy is the doer, it's the provider, right? Think of like a husband and a wife, a king and a queen, or even a business partner. There is different roles within the partnership. And if the wife is cooking, then the man might be being the supporter by playing with the kids. And if the woman is doing, the husband can provide and support and nurture, and vice versa. So as you build teams and as you communicate, if you're always the dominant masculine energy, it's not always great because most people don't want a job. And when we come off masculine all of the time, we're being told what to do. And if we left our job to not have a boss, then we have to understand who we're communicating to. So this is all about our own self-reflection today. So the first thing is, do we all agree in infinite possibility? Do you believe in things that you cannot see and you cannot explain? Okay, we have to practice that within our business. That's the feminine energy. That's the believer. That's the supporter. That's the nurturer. That's also the allowing. We are allowing something bigger than ourselves that we can explain, that we cannot explain, to be our provider. Okay, you can call it God, you can call it science, you can call it law of attraction, but you could look back on your life and see when you got results because you were in the zone. Everything was flowing, everything was working, you were confident, you had this, I got this, no big deal. And then there's the other side of that coin when we can't see it. We can't see it. So if we can't see it, we can't. And if we can't be it, then we can't bring it in. So when it comes to your gorgeous brains, you have infinite possibilities. So what we need to create is self-awareness. Okay, so self-awareness is where we smile and we take a look inside. What do I think about building a team? What do I think about money? What do I think other people think about me? Now, what we want to get crystal clear on is your own self-acceptance, self-love. Not take a bubble bath and I'm in my self-care era, but you truly cannot love another human to the depth in which you love yourself. Okay, I promise this all has to do with business, because based on what we see is what we experience. So if we are seeing rejection, then we've got to open up our self-awareness and ask ourselves, what do we believe about someone telling us no? About someone telling us they don't have the money. Lisa, I'm going to mute you. About someone telling us that they can't get started. What if you have someone join your team and 2 weeks later, they're being celebrated because they've joined someone else's team? What do we believe about our own commitment? And what do we believe about the commitment of others? What you say out loud, faith will bring you. Law of attraction will bring you. God will bring you. So if you are in a space in your life when you need to vent it out, then by all means, we're women. And women are gatherers. We gather around the mulberry bush and we talk and we share. We want to share in a way that empowers someone else. If you have something negative to get out and you need a friend to listen, then you want to call said friend and say, I just need to get this out. And set them up. Because you don't know where they are in their life. You don't know if they're able to receive the information to be there for you. And are you telling them because you need to get it out as the friend? Or are you telling them because, what is that relationship with other people where we call and then we complain or we vent or it's negative or we're frustrated? Now, for some people, that is a part of life. Gossip is a part of life. And when you're in it, you actually don't know you're in it. You're just in it, right? It's you have become your environment and your environment has accepted you. Because at the end of the day, we're all looking for acceptance. So when you're part of an environment that's negative, that's blaming, that's, frustrating, that's impatient, those are zero powerful emotions. We cannot actually create anything from that place. So we have to take a look at what we think about accepting ourselves. Okay, so if you were to get married, create a birthday party, create any kind of event for yourself, and you sent out invitations to people you love, and nobody came. Okay, bud. Go see Sissy for a minute. Are you sad that they didn't come? Or are you excited to celebrate with the people who did? Because we tend to naturally, as women, take on the energy of other people. Hold on, Jane's got my attention. Yes, I am creating on that is correct. We are talking about emotional intelligence. So, Jane's brilliant, by the way, guys. Jane, I love you. So, if we have been hurt in communities in the past, and we carry that as a badge of honor, MLM did me dirty. Excuse me. Right? My last blank, that negative energy just keeps coming to the forefront. It's a constant reminder. Now, it's also a dopamine hit because it's making you right. Hear that again. If you have the need to be right and to justify and to defend, you don't believe in it. I wouldn't defend I have a black shirt on. I have a black shirt on. Now someone will go, Jen, that's a black tank top. Okay. I have black fabric on. I wouldn't defend it. If somebody tried to say it was blue or red or yellow and I engaged in a conversation, I'm the idiot. If we feel the need to justify and defend, we are the ones who don't believe. So when we get off the call today, I want you to decide what you are sold on. Because you will not ever sell anyone until you are sold yourself. And there's a book on it. It's written by a man, so keep that in mind. It's called Sell or Be Sold. I'm either selling you on my ideas or you think I'm batshit crazy. Or all kinds of other possibilities. What I know to be true is when I believe in it, I can achieve it. So when we look inside, and guys, I cannot preface enough that this, when people say it's hard work to build online, this is what's hard. It's not your video making. It's not your messaging. It's not any of that. I've given it all to you. That's not what's hard. What's hard is unlearning what you have been taught or shown or experienced about a safe community, about money coming in, about being paid to have fun instead of physical hammering and nailing on something or physical work. Because what we're doing is we're working from our intellect. And all of us can take a look in our lives. In fact, write this down because this is going to be your homework. What did I accomplish with success? What have I accomplished with success? We all define success differently. And this is about you. So what have I accomplished with success? And if that is the anchor that you need to own your day, then you remember that badass that accomplished that thing. And you have to embody that energy, even if it's been a minute since you have felt accomplished. You have to embody accomplishment. You have to embody a committed woman. You have to embody strength before you can bring it in. It's like pretending, but in a good way. If I pretended like I was a 7-figure business owner, if I'm just going to pretend, play make-believe, this is our imagination that possibly got shut down as a child. Neville Goddard will open it back up for you, by the way. Brilliant man, really thin books. Neville Goddard. You want to open up the imagination, not the thinking. God, for the love of God, turn off your thinking. And open up the imagination of being. Because when we're in the feminine energy, and Itzel and Chris, you're going to want to start this from the very beginning because we talked a lot about this. When you're in the feminine energy, you are trusting. You are trusting something that you cannot see. When you're in the masculine energy, you have to see it. You have to understand it. You have to connect all of the dots. Right? So we are both. But we are not men. And alpha females have got to embody both. Don't get me wrong, there's a time when you're creating, for you it might be different. But all these downloads that are coming through me, that I'm putting up on Canva, they're not to overwhelm you. They're to find for you to, I think of you all individually and I'm like, which one would help Lauren in this situation? Which one would help Nicole? Which one would help Shanessa? And they take a few hours, but I'm not thinking. Chat's thinking, don't get me wrong. Chat is thinking for me. But what I'm doing is I'm tapping into my heart of how can I make this easier for them? Now, the transformation is not my responsibility. It's yours. The information and creating visuals for you guys. That's your responsibility, because if you just watch these videos but don't actually do this, guys, I have paid hundreds of thousands of dollars in coaching to write things down. You pay for the coaching to write things down. I can't give you the answer. That's school. We've been taught to memorize. This is very different. This is you going in and asking yourself, what did I see as a child that I need to unlearn? What have I seen people do with money that I don't want to believe in? What have I experienced with money myself? If money goes down in an account and my chest tightens, I have an emotional relationship to money and the amount. That is not intelligence. That is a condition. If we don't learn to untangle that condition, that amount of money will never be enough. It will never be enough. You'll make bigger amounts of money and you'll reward yourself with things that make you happy to get the dopamine hit. And as your money rises, your expenses, money, expenses, money, expenses, money, expenses. We're not learning anything. We're creating the same habits with a different amount of money. Same set of conditions. We have to untie our worth as women to what a man thinks, what each other thinks, what we think about money, what we think about friends. And then we have to retether if we were in our accomplished state. This is about an accomplishment. And recognizing there will be another accomplishment you're gonna want. You're gonna want 2 customers a week. Then you're gonna want 5, and then you're gonna want 10. And if it's never enough, it will never be enough. So we have to decide that we are enough today, that we are accomplished today. We've got a list of all the things that we've accomplished. And then what I want you to do, because this is different for all of us, is how did you accomplish them? Are you a list writer downer? Right? I accomplished an amazing wedding once in my life, twice. And it was because I followed a checklist. I ran 7-figure, multi-million-dollar stores and delegated to 30 employees because I followed a checklist. And I didn't believe that I could run a multi-million-dollar store when I applied to be an assistant manager. I learned a checklist. Then I got confident at a checklist. I learned another, I learned another, I learned another, I learned another. So as women, there's wanting to do things to make money. And that alpha energy has to come in to do some checklists. And that's what's hard, especially if we have some conditions around school. I don't know about you, but I never sat in the front row at school. And if the teacher was looking for an answer, Jen's head was down. Don't call on me because I'm stupid. I didn't do my homework. I didn't have help at home. I didn't want my friends to know I was stupid. Please don't call on me. Please don't call on me. Please don't call on me. The crazy thing is, very few times, because I guess I had good teachers, very few times was I called on when I actually knew the answer most of the time. Maybe I had good teachers, maybe I was smarter than I thought I was, smarter than I gave myself credit for. But these past experiences, like it or not, are coming into your business. And the overcomplicating is not in what you're doing. We are not men. We are not meant to think. We are not meant to overthink. We are beers. We are women. We are powerful because we're women. We don't have to affirm it. We don't have to justify it. We don't have to defend it. It is what God created us to be. But we do have to insert checklists or whatever works for you. I'm a checklist person because I feel accomplished when I check. For me, that is success. But then there are times like this morning, I woke up at 6:30 in the morning. My kitchen is spotless. Downstairs is all mopped up. I'm listening to an earbud in one ear. Austin's playing in the other. And I'm accomplishing without the need of a result to be done specifically. I'm in the zone. Organizing my house because that makes me feel accomplished. So what's hard is this right here. I'm telling you right now, this is the work that must be done. And go find another mentor who suggests otherwise. But the reason I continue to pay for coaching is because new level, new devil. I'm the devil, by the way. I'm the devil of, can you really lead a team of 500 women? Are you really organized? Can you really support them the way they need it? New level, new devil. And sometimes I need to hire someone that is like, yep, I've been there. I know that devil. I've met that devil. And here's how I overcame it. And how I did it might be different for you. I'm big on books. I read them, and I read them physically. But I do a lot of writing down because that's what gets it out of my subconscious conscience. It also, when you write things down like I am powerful, it does a few things. Number one, I wrote it, so my physical muscle is involved. I am powerful. I am physically involved in the belief. Number two, I say it out loud. I am powerful. Number three, my ear hears I am powerful. The more senses I involve in the belief, the more I believe it. If we're just repeating because it's on a checklist, I'm powerful, I'm smart, I'm great, I'm skinny, I'm wise. That's not being and embodying it. That's the masculine checking off a list. So you have to recognize when you're doing both. Now, I'll tell you personally, for me in the beginning, this was difficult. I had to learn to sit with myself, with no one's opinion, nobody's opinion, and make decisions for myself, for what I wanted to get out of life. Now, that's not to say if you've got a spouse or whatever, do how you do it. I'm saying for me as a business owner, because my spouse wasn't, I saw it differently. I was sold. I was sold on my business. I had to unlearn some things about myself, about what I could accomplish, about how organized I could be, about how smart I could be. And I had to unlearn some really bad things that I was saying to myself. Because at the end of the day, you are with you for the rest of your life. And if we're walking around looking for acceptance for other people, right? Those are the ones starting businesses every 30 days. Oh, I'm accepted over here. I'm accepted over here. I'm accepted over here. And what you're doing is placing the condition of money to accept you. I'm accepted. Money is a dopamine. We spend money to make ourselves happy or safe, right? Mortgages, the lights, the water, money makes us safe. So we have to remove the condition. When I got to work, when I got really busy in my business, I had to accept, okay, if I lost everything, would I keep going? If I became homeless, thank you so much. Oh, that's delicious. And if I became homeless, would I still move forward? And the answer was yes. I didn't become homeless, but I considered it. If I really did lose all of it, I lost the house, the car, and it was just me and the kids, would I keep going? I did. That's what I kept doing. I did not go get a job because I accepted the worst as the worst, and then I moved forward. So we need to understand that this right here is the work that's got to be done. And if we need to be accepted from outside, then there is something we are rejecting in ourselves. This is the I'm not enough. I'm not smart enough. I'm confused. I'm frustrated. I don't have time. None of these are facts. They're stories that you've told so long that your outer conditions made it true. Yeah, you're right, you don't have time. Because you've got 5 hours of Netflix to watch tonight. Yeah, you're right, you don't have money. But if we took responsibility, we would look at our bank account and we might have to cut things out to invest in ourselves, in our business, in our future. The masculine is the one that takes responsibility. The feminine is the beer. She embodies. I'm not just a marketer. I don't know how to not market. I don't even know how to turn it off. I'm not just a mentor. I don't know how to turn it off. Sometimes I have to literally say, because the masculine energy wants to solve the problem for other people, by the way. That's all we want to do. How can I solve it? 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 Entrepreneurs solve problems. And sometimes as an entrepreneur, you'll lose friends because you're trying to solve all their problems and they just want to talk. Some of you are like, yeah, Jen. I'm okay with my evolution, ladies. It's okay. I'm learning. And I've accepted that I'm going to make mistakes. So that's a great segue. Thank you. Let's talk about the expectations that you have placed on yourself that are ridiculous. And if you've placed them on yourself, remember that conversation earlier when I said it will never be enough? It will never be enough. It will never be enough. If you are placing expectations on yourself that you're not meeting, then number one, there's never an achievement and there's never a celebration because you're looking at the next thing. I got 2, great, now 3, great, 4 customers, 5 customers, 6 customers, 7 customers. You didn't stop and go, wow, 7 incredible women support me. Wow, 7 incredible women. If we don't take time to self-appreciate, then we're always looking for validation outside of ourselves. Am I doing a good job? Decisions we have to make is, I'm enough. I'm working enough. I'm working smart enough. I'm working hard enough. So if your expectations are hard, number one, I don't know if you guys know this, when the female, the feminine energy, the beer, when she puts pressure on herself, she gets dumber. Now I can say that that's definitely true for me. If someone else puts pressure on me and I don't believe I can do it, I won't even try. I'll never forget a mentor calling me one time and saying, Jen, you need 3 people by tonight. Didn't even try because his communication was masculine and I didn't believe I could get 3 people. So rather than no, I'm going to disappoint myself, didn't even try. I can't get 3 people by tonight. In fact, I'm not going to get 3 people by tonight. So we have to decide the expectation or let the fucking word go because we are accomplished women. What did I accomplish today and how can I reward the behavior? This might take some unlearning because if you're a punisher, you're punishing you. You're punishing everyone around you because you're not enough, so you punish. Not on purpose. I grew up in a punishing environment. So by default, I punished. Didn't know it because I didn't have self-awareness. I became my environment. So we have to take a look and go, am I rewarding the behavior from myself that I've accomplished? Or am I shit-talking myself for what I didn't get done? One feels a lot better than the other. We all have 24 hours. And each and every one of us has things that we do that fill our own cup so that we can be a better giver to our spouses, to our children, to our friends. And if we are rewarding ourselves before we are doing, this is going to sound harsh, but we are selfish. Now, I'm only speaking to women that want to build a business. You cannot reward a behavior or an accomplishment that hasn't been done. And I'm the first one that wants to have fun. I'm the first one. If it ain't fun and it don't make me money, Jen's out. You guys know that. But that means that there's still work involved that even I resist. I had a 5-minute video to record yesterday. But in my mind, it was going to take 5 hours. And I wanted to lay out by the pool because laying out by the pool is Jennifer's reward. It's my peace. It's my tranquility. So I disciplined myself to say, how long is this video going to take start to finish? Edited, uploaded, everything. And you don't get to go to the pool until the video's done. I made a deal with myself. You don't get to reward yourself. You know you have a video to do. And yes, I can say I'll do it tomorrow. Yes, I can say I'm busy with my kids. I could say all those things. But people are depending on me because it's a training. And the person I'm working with already has the funnel built. She's waiting for me. My teammate is waiting for me to deliver. So I thought, you don't get to go to the pool until it's done. I sat right here. It took about 4 times to record. No, it took a lot more than that. It probably took like 7 times to record. I kept making mistakes. I used a teleprompter, did it in the teleprompter. I recorded a few versions because I've learned that when I record it the first time, it sounds like I'm reading. My passion and my conviction's not in there. It's like if you're in theater, if you've ever done any kind of acting, you read a script and you're reading it because you're learning it, but then when you act on stage, you embody the character. So then I thought, man, this is pretty good, but I've got some more time. This has only taken me an hour. It's 2 o'clock. I still have plenty of hours to go lay by the pool. I'm gonna go outside because outside to my audience means freedom because my audience is in a cubicle or in their home. So then I recorded 2 more outside. All of this in about an hour and a half, but my mind, my monkey brain, nah, you can do it later. It's fine. Go lay by the pool. You deserve to lay by the pool. I had to shut her down and go, no, there are people depending on me to deliver a product that I've already said I'm going to deliver. It took an hour and a half. It wasn't even that long. And I enjoyed the whole process because I truly do enjoy creating. That's the creative energy. But you have got to learn to shut yourself down and make a deal with yourself. Okay, you will go to do XYZ after you have accomplished this. And then we have to get clear on why we are resisting. Why are we resisting looking inside of our own thoughts? Because the answer is not another coach, because you're the same person buying the program. You didn't change. You're looking for external validation. It's not another, I mean, it could be a mentor. Don't get me wrong. I just hired another one. So as you grow, you want mentors that are way above you that will pull you up. At least I need that. But you are taking you with you. And if you never look at who you are and how you're being to people who need you, then your result will not change. Don't believe a word I say. Take a look at your results. Are you doing what's hard? Journaling, reading, opening your own awareness and asking yourself, am I a team player? Am I going into a company to give, or am I going to a company to take the money? Am I joining a team to give the skills I've got, or am I joining a team asking what's in it for me? Because what you bring to the table, you will attract to that same table. And if you are all sitting around a banquet table and everyone's taking, who brought the food? Who brought the music? Who brought the information? Because everyone's coming because it's free. That's why there's no value in free. Everyone's just taking from the group, taking from the group, taking from the team, taking from the company, taking from the relationship. Where are we giving? Without being asked, volunteering without being told, nurturing without being expected to do it. And if we're not, we have to ask ourselves, why not? I'm gonna tell you, it's because your glass is half full and not, or half empty and not half full. Because you can't give if you don't have anything. But the lie is that you don't have anything to give. So what accomplishments have you already accomplished? What skills do you have today? Do you guys know that there is an app that you can go cuddle people and get paid? There is no skill that you bring to the table that you can't monetize. No skill. There might be something you need to learn, and that's where you barter. I can't build funnels, but I can do X. Money is just a barter system. I can't do this, but I can't. Hey Jen, here's my list of accomplishments. How can I use these to support school? Don't ask me, ask yourself. How can I use these to support the team? Your team, our team. How can I use these to build my own leg over here? What do you have that you could empower? We're going to scratch out that word help. We're going to assist people. We are going to empower people. We are going to encourage people. We're going to support people because help is taken. But if we're helping each other, if we're supporting each other, then I'll do the funnel, you do the this. I'll do the that, you do the this. And we're working together in collaboration. Feminine energy is collaboration. Masculine energy is competition. Just so you know the two. Feminine energy is collaboration. Some of you guys think you're competitive and you're not. Some of you think you're good collaborators, and you are. And you might just be good competitors. But winners don't talk shit to other people. That's a sore loser, even if you win. Winners do the work to become number one when the time is right. They don't need to come out of the gate and be number one. That's a look at me, look at me, look at me. I'm better than you. That's a sore loser. That's not a good loser. Right? And good winners are better losers. They learn from the loss. If you don't put yourself in a position to lose, what will you ever win? That's that participation trophy that screwed up everybody in the 90s. You don't get it because you're here. You didn't show up for your team. Speaking for myself, because I had participation trophies. But I'll tell you what, I actually went through an event, and I won't tangent, but I didn't get the participation trophy because of a mistake I made. And I won first place next year because they didn't acknowledge the hard work that I did do. Had I gotten that participation trophy, I would have felt included and accepted and, oh, yay, I did enough. No, I screwed up. I didn't get acknowledged. I went back and I won first place next year because I learned the lesson. So if we believe, the beginning of this, we talked about infinite possibilities. Okay, so you have a mind. It's not what I want it to look like. You have a mind and you believe all things are possible. This is a belief. These are beliefs. Belief. Beliefs don't stop, by the way. We stop them. We limit them. I can't jump off a cliff. That's a good belief. I can jump off a cliff if I had a hang glider. So the challenge is we just stop thinking and tell ourselves some crappy stuff. I can't. It's going to take too long. It's going to be too hard. My friends won't like me. They won't accept me. All of the stuff that the outer needs validation for. If you need to be validated, go get a job. Your paycheck validated your hard work. Building a business is about validating other people. It's not about needing the credit. It's about giving the credit. And if you're reading a lot of masculine books on building a business, men do different than women. It's why you have a king and a queen. We really need a feminine president and a masculine president. At the end of the day, you need both. Because one is good at one and one is good at another. But if you identify as an independent woman, then you have to hone in. You have to get intelligent on your emotions, because business is business. You have to have emotional intelligence. You cannot let what other people are doing dictate what you do. Because that's not independent, that's codependent. So we have to ask ourselves, what have we accomplished? What have I limited myself on? What do we believe is hard? What are we really working on? And I don't need the answer to any of these, guys. This is all for you. But at the end of the day, nothing happens without the thought first. Not a thing in the world. Not a thing in the world. Okay, Dr. Joe Dispenza can break that all down for you. Nothing happens without a thought. So if someone is giving you information and you're so open-minded, I don't know why I just did that. I'm not trying to make fun of anybody, but sometimes we're too open. And if we're so open and we don't trust, oh, I need that mentor. I need that coach. I need that download. I need that group. I need that. I need that. I need that.
Please charge.
Okay, I'll charge it. Because we're so open, because at some point I have a black shirt on and I have I've shut it down. It's black and it's black. I'm not going to argue. I'm not going to justify it. I'm not going to convince. If you are here to believe in something, we don't argue, we don't justify, and we don't convince. We know it's true. So you've got to decide. Got 5 days left in May, maybe 6. I don't know. I think it's Sunday. And then you've got June, and then you've got July, and then you've got August. What are you committed to? What are you committed to unlearning? What are you committed to doing? Women, feminine energy, what am I committed to believing? How am I practicing patience? Because emotional intelligence comes from patience. You're able to walk away. You're able to center, to regroup, and to come back. And if you cannot do that, by the way, that's okay. There was a time when I got so hurt by something that I had to walk away for about a year. I did go back, but I walked away for a year. That's an emotional, intelligent woman. Because if I went back, I'm going to be spiteful. I'm going to be vengeful. I'm going to be insecure. I didn't trust them. And that's when the gross energy comes out, and the negative energy, the devil, whatever you want to call it. So we have to take a look at what we believe, and we have to work on believing that it's true for you. You are enough. There is nothing in the world you cannot accomplish. You could eat an elephant one bite at a time. Might be gross, but you could do it. You can recruit 2 people a day. You can build a funnel that sells $1 million. You can do all of these things. But understanding that there is a checklist in place, and there is a checklist in place. We also call it the terror barrier. You're terrified of something. You're terrified of losing money. You're terrified of blank. I'm terrified I'll stay in debt. I'm terrified I won't be a good mom. I'm terrified I'll. If we know that, and we can just look at it and go, wow, I'm terrified it'll never work. Then I can ask myself a better question. Number 1, who has it worked for? Because I'm not going to convince myself, I got to believe it. So I'm going to surround myself with women that it works for. Who has it worked for? How did they do it? Can I meet them? Can I invite them to coffee? Can I learn something from them? Can I binge watch their content? What can I learn from them? Can I support them? Right? Are we collaborating with millionaire women? We sure as hell should be. You want to be a millionaire woman? You go volunteer for a millionaire woman. You want to be around that so she can plant seeds in you. But we got to take a look at what we believe. And then here's the other thing. We got to build belief down. Saying you're a hope dealer doesn't make you a hope dealer. Being a hope dealer is a hope dealer. Every one of you can achieve what I have achieved, and I am not even halfway to the level of accomplishment I want to be at. But I do know if I can do it, you can do it so much faster. Huh?
There's a bird in my room. It just flew through my window. It's laying on my bed.
Aw, okay, close your door. We'll handle it in a minute. You got a bird in my house. Close your door so he doesn't get in the rest of the house. We want him to feel safe. He might fly out on its own. If you guys know anything to do with the bird, it's in my house right now. You can all accomplish anything that you want to. You've got to believe that first. Yeah, if you don't. I just saw that, Jane. If you don't put yourself in a position to lose, you'll never win. And here's the thing, guys. Spectators, they're the ones talking shit in the stands, but they're paying for the ticket. And some people are going to pay for the ticket to watch you lose. Let them. Some people are going to pay for the ticket to watch you win. Let them. But make them pay for the ticket. Decide what you want to give without asking for a dime in return. I don't know if anyone's ever volunteered. I did a lot of volunteer work. I didn't get paid in money. I got paid in compassion. I got paid in love. I got paid in understanding. I learned things as I did volunteer work. We still do volunteer work for the food bank. My daughters do volunteer work. They go and they give. So, are you giving? Are you a giving person, or are you taking from other people? There's a time to do both. So take a look at your thoughts. Take a look at who you're being for other people. Are you being supportive? Are you being compassionate? Are you being alpha? Are you being feminine? Are you being loving? Are you being understanding? I know for myself, I could use a lot more of that in my own life. And what I've come to understand, because my favorite quote is, be the change you wish to see in the world. So I can look around and wish for everyone else to change, or I can decide to eliminate environments and change my point of view. And that's what I've had to do, is eliminate environments so that I can change my point of view. And that allows me to grow because now I'm in a better soil. I'm in a healthier soil. And I've created boundaries. I've got an invisible shield around me because I know that I need sunlight and I need watering and I need planting and I need all these things for me to develop into 7-figure Jennifer. She's going to show up differently than she shows up today. So I have to be around 7-figure earners, and I have to decide, if I were to pretend like I'm a 7-figure earner, what does that look like? And I'm going to share that with you guys because I'm telling you right now, it's the only thing that changes is the idea that I can take my business and make 7 instead of 6. The only thing that I have to do is turn that switch on and go, well, Em Wilcott did it, Millionaire Mama Bear did it. I'm going to do it too because they did it. And I binge watch their content, and I'll tell you right now, their message doesn't change. It's not one day's about my cat, and one day's about my dog, and one day's about this, and one day's about that. It's the same message over and over. People know when they go to her feed what they're going to get. So if I go to your feed, what am I going to get? What are you giving to me? If I'm your customer, how am I going to walk away feeling? Because we buy on emotion, we justify with logic. We buy with emotion, we justify with logic. So if I'm going to buy something from you, how did it make me feel?
Do birds like sunglasses?
Probably, but I think you have to open the shell.
Come here!
I'm coming, baby.
Yeah, I'll show you something.
Okay, I'll be right there.
Okay,
So take a look at what you're thinking about things. Stop hustling. That is not healthy. It's going to destroy your insides. I am on a mission to kill hustle culture. It was fine when I was in my 20s, not so much in my 40s. There's a time and a place, right? Hustle culture is great when you're 25 with no kids and all the ambition in the world. 45, 3 kids, I'm not here for it. Doesn't mean I'm not hustling in a way, but you have to decide what it looks like for you to feel good. If you quit your job to do a business and your job gives you more stress than your business did, people are going to go back to work. So we have to take a look at what is making us feel this way so we can own it. Because it's not your mom, it's not your dad, it's not your spouse, it's not your company, it's not the group, it's not the church, it's not me. It's a trigger you have. It's a trigger I have. We have to take a look at that so we can unravel it. Because we can decide, you know what, I am going to do this one thing, this one way. You don't have to like it. Doesn't mean we become jerks about it. We just recognize, no, this is my zone of genius. I'm going to stay in there. Or we have to look at it and go, am I sabotaging myself and my team, and my family, and my friend? I will be right there. Close the door, I said. That's that feminine, masculine energy. Close the door. I asked you 3 times. Close the door. The bird will be fine. Okay. Any thoughts before we exit the call? You guys wrote down your homework? For you. You can share if you want to in school. It's for you. Okay, go be. Go be your awesome, beautiful, radiant, loving, powerful selves. Do it, Jane.
Okay, I got a question.
Okay, I'm gonna 2 seconds because I don't want my computer to die in the middle of a question and I'm at like 0%. Just 1 moment. Let me plug in real quick.
A minute. Yeah, just a minute.
Yes, bud. I know, I will. It's all the excitement in the world with this Bird.
Yeah, do it one more way. Nothing.
All right. I'm juiced. Go, baby.
Okay, so I've noticed about the successful ones with the same messaging over and over and over again. I've noticed that too. So when I'm building an account, and I'm establishing trust with people and I'm being vulnerable, it to me kind of like I'm all over the place because I'm sharing just multiple things. I don't want to sell until I establish trust. So any way you can speak into that when you're just building and you're not up to that, 7-figure.
Yeah. Yeah. Great question. Everything has an evolution, a beginning and a middle and an end.
Yeah.
So for us gorgeous women that are visionaries and we live with the end in mind, we get really impatient with the beginning and the middle. So the first thing is this account, oh, I lost her.
Oh,
Well, I'll continue talking.
might be my
There she is. The first thing you want to ask yourself, is this account for you to get stuff out, or is it for her, one person?
Don't do it.
Are you there?
Yeah, my internet is stupid. I'm fighting with it. I'm trying.
Yeah, you're good.
I heard you say, is this account for me to get stuff out, or is it for
Her.
like
one
a service of her? So the message is, so I need to narrow in my messaging with having,
I mean, don't limit yourself. If Jane feels like she needs an outlet to get stuff off her chest and out, then okay. And also,
yeah, I'm not really like that.
Well,
on
that's so-
social.
and I know your heart. So we can work together on the messaging because I know you're not like Dear Diary on TikTok, but it is about what you're going through in your life and sharing the lesson, or even, if you're in the middle of the storm or whatever that is, you just have to decide, because the consumer question is, what's in it for me?
Mm-hmm.
So you want the message to be about the value that you're providing her through storytelling, because storytelling is selling. So I'm going to tell you a story, and at the end, I discovered this. And if you wanted to, comment below. In the beginning, to establish trust, it's about your emotions, because the people are going to buy knowing you understand their frustration, their lack of confidence, their anxiety, whatever it is that you are intending to story tell with the result in mind for her. And then, because you can come out of the gate selling, it's not about establishing trust, is all about trusting you first. Like, I got a black shirt on. So if I were to do a video that says, everybody, what's going on? I got a black shirt. This black shirt is made of cotton. Like, my conviction in the fact that the black shirt made of cotton, that's irrelevant. My tone of voice, my facial features, my conviction is what sells. That's the story. That's the belief. So you establishing trust can start from video number 1, because you're trusting your heart, your brain, right? Whatever that's the masculine and the feminine, again, with the result in mind. The trust can be established from video number 1. There just has to be an evolution based on understanding that the customer needs to see the same information 7 to 12 times before they've decided they trust you.
Okay.
Is that good?
Yeah, that's helpful.
Okay.
Thank you.
And if you want, once you dissect and stuff, I'm happy to role play or
Okay.
finesse. I can't wait to see it.
Okay.
I've got
It's a
four
work in progress.
ideas. I'm pretty much like, yeah, I'm in love with TikTok right now. It's like an outlet for my creativity.
Okay.
I'm like, ooh, I love
It's
it.
great. Thank you.
Oh, my pleasure. Okay, anybody else have any questions or anything before we hop off and I go get the bird? Awesome. Well, go do what you got to do for other people in your businesses. Yes,
Good
Lisa.
luck.
Oh, I saw Lisa unmute first and then Jamie. Lisa, do you have a question?
No, I don't know how I unmuted. Sorry.
Oh, that's okay. Go ahead, Jamie.
Good luck with the bird. But I also have somebody I'm meeting with to do a tour here at like 2:30. So
Awesome.
and I talked to somebody yesterday, and we're getting it done. So
Love it. I love to
helping
hear that.
people, and I'm helping people pay for childcare, helping people, take care of their families. So yeah,
Yes.
appreciate it. I needed it today. That was great.
Amazing job. How many women need help with daycare? All right. There's enough people. There's enough money for all of us. I love that. Awesome. Great
Great.
tangible. Something the woman can see. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. That's all then. Have an
Thank
amazing
you.
day. If I can support you in any way, let me know. Mwah.
Bye. Thanks.
Bye, guys.
Thanks. Bye.
Get this bird.